Welcome to NeoEnglish, the podcast where we help you learn English through real-world news.
That's right. Today, we'll talk about an important business news story. Dow futures drop 300 points as selling continues on Wall Street. Don't worry if that sounds confusing. We'll break it down into simple English.
Let's start with the basics. Dow futures refers to predictions about how the stock market might perform before it opens. The Dow, or Dow Jones Industrial Average, is a stock market index that tracks 30 major companies in the U.S. economy.
Exactly. Think of it like checking the weather forecast before you leave home. If the weather report says, rain is coming, you might take an umbrella. Similarly, investors look at futures to predict if the stock market will go up or down.
Great example. Now, drop 300 points means that this prediction fell by 300 points, which suggests investors expect the market to go down.
And selling continues means people are selling their stocks instead of holding on to them. This often happens when investors are worried about losing money.
Right. And Wall Street is not just a street in New York City. It represents the U.S. stock market. When you hear Wall Street is down, it means the stock market is struggling.
So, in simple terms, the stock market had a rough start this month, and people are selling stocks because they're unsure about the economy.
That brings us to economic data. This means reports that show how well or badly the economy is doing.
Yes. For example, one type of economic data is the unemployment rate, which shows how many people don't have jobs. If many people are unemployed, investors might worry that businesses will earn less money.
Another example is inflation, which tells us if prices of goods and services are going up. If inflation is high, people may have to spend more money on daily needs like food and rent, which can affect businesses.
That's why investors watch these reports closely. Good data might mean a strong economy, while bad data could lead to more market problems.
Now, let's recap the key vocabulary and phrases we learned today.
First, we talked about Dow futures. Think of it as a weather forecast, but for the stock market.
Then, we explained drop 300 points. That just means the market is expected to be lower.
Selling continues means people are still selling stocks instead of holding on to them.
And Wall Street refers to the U.S. stock market, not just a physical place.
Finally, economic data helps investors understand how the economy is performing. It includes reports like unemployment rates and inflation.
Here's another way to think about today's news. Imagine you own a store. If fewer people have jobs, they may not buy as much from you. That affects your business. Investors feel the same way about the stock market. They react to news about jobs, prices, and spending.
We hope this episode helps you understand stock market news in English. Keep practicing, and you'll improve your skills quickly.
Thanks for listening to NeoEnglish. Have a great day.